I've always had an interest in design, and I'd known Dick Powell and Richard Seymour back in the early 80s, in fact, when I was editor of Design Magazine. So it was a great privilege when I'd lost my wife, my house, my job in the Netherlands with Philips to be called out of the blue by Dick and told that he had wanted to work with me for a long time. We all make mistakes. But they hired me in 1997, and I quickly set up Seymour Powell Forecasting, now known as Seymour Powell Foresight. And the first mistake I made was telling a man sitting next to me at a dinner party who came from Nokia that I had been hired by Philips because I didn't know anything about consumer electronics, and he thought that was very arrogant. He might even have been right. I was trying to express my ignorance, but after that shaky start, I worked with Kevin McCulloch and the delightful Margot Loudon on a Yamaha motor, looking at the future of risk. This was before 9/11, and we did a major report for them on all aspects of transport and lifestyle and so on. I worked with Barbara Calderwood in Hasbro Toys, which was very enjoyable. Rather obscurely, I worked with Kevin McCulloch on Hewlett-Packard financial calculators, which undoubtedly brought about the crash of 2008. And I worked with a division of Mars, Foursquare Drinks, on vending machines. And then we were talking about to make a good cappuccino from a vending machine, which has since proved possible. So I had a great time, and I learnt a great amount. Kevin was great. Margot was wonderful. One PA we hired was quite terrible. And one of the most bizarre things I did was working for Milliken Carpets, who make carpet tiles, and did a big report on the future of the office, satirizing politically correct trends in human resource management. And they told me a very interesting thing, in fact, that they went to IBM one day and said, "We'd like to sell you some carpet." And IBM said, "No, no, don't sell us the carpet. Just tell us how much floor space we have, because we just don't know where all our offices are," and all of these things. So it was full of insights like that. Had a lot of fun working with people like Meg Abdi in my little unit, who was very good on retail. With Russell on the finances, my business plan. With Nick Talbot on Renault, walking around the car and saying what was wrong with it. And also with Jim Dorton, peripherally but amusingly, in a number of projects. And I remember Dave and many other lovely colleagues there. We used to eat lunch standing up, walking around, because there really wasn't much time to do much else. How long did I work for them? All the time, really. All hours of the day and night. It's a low margin business, industrial design. How did it help me? Well, I think the main thing was that, saving some critical remarks on my leaving party, which Dick made, rather oddly, but perhaps characteristically, and no doubt deservedly, I think the main thing was that Dick once told me, that if I wanted to make a career in speaking rather than consulting, I could probably earn much more money. So I kind of took his advice, really, and that's what I did. But I'm still very much in Dick and Richard's debt, and I had a great time there, and maybe they might take me back once I've retired. So thanks, folks. Very male atmosphere there. Great interest in aesthetics and form, not always in relation to product. And, it really was and remains one of the pioneering product design companies in the world. It's been a great privilege to have been there, and I'm delighted that they're celebrating 30 years in the way that they are. They don't look it.